Okay. So this is Steve, and I'm here with Terrence Walker.
Yes.
Terrence, you're running for mayor, the Republican nod on the
Yes.
May primary ballot. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Sure. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about yourself? Maybe share some background that those of us who don't know you might get to know you a little better.
Oh, I've been here a long time. I've been here for 64 years. I've been in the Navy, Naval Reserve, and active Navy. And I've been basically a hard worker. I clean up after everybody. I was a custodian, but I also was a fireman on a railroad and a few other jobs. I worked at Sycamore Hills Golf Club until they went corporation, and they're ready to go corporation. They got rid of my job and everybody else's job, so I had to look for jobs for 4 years, so I know what it's like. It's not fun out there. And so I volunteer for the VA once a week on Fridays. I'm in the head desk and help people with wheelchairs, that kind of thing. So, and I try to do my bit. I go to Trinity Episcopal Church, and I picked my own church. I didn't go by the family. I'm the last of my family. Everybody else went to the great beyond. So, and I own my own house and own my own car, and I have never been married. So that's all I can say right now. I can't think of anything else.
Okay. Well, talk to me a little bit about why you're running for mayor.
Oh, I just can't stand the idea of the waste of money in our dear city. And I've done this 16 years ago, running for mayor, and my platform was a little weak, but this one I think is stronger because I want to change the city from a not-for-profit to a profit, because we're almost $500 million in debt, and we got to have some way to make money. Of course, we had that $70 million, and everybody has their ideas about doing that, but most to use it. But the best idea, of course, is to put in the bank. But my idea is to take some of that money and start companies that we completely own, like Tim Horton. I've been saying that a long time. That's in Canada. It's an extremely popular restaurant, fast food restaurant, but it's a different type. It's a real comfortable one, and they do everything for you when you walk into the place. And I think that would be a good start, but we completely own it. And if it doesn't work out for the city of Fort Wayne, we can always sell the franchise that we have and make a profit. But we'll actually have people that are working in the restaurant, and they are guaranteed by the city of Fort Wayne to have a job. I think that would be a good thing, and they're nice people in this Horton place, so I think that would be at least a good start. And then we could always get involved with companies that come in with their businesses, but we could own half of it, and they own the other half, and be steering straight down the line for the profit. So there won't be one person stronger than the other. That's what I've been thinking about.
Okay. What do you see the role or the job of the mayor as being?
Well, first of all, you're an ambassador. You represent the whole city, and also, which heaven forbid anything happens, he is at the front line if we have an emergency. He's got to be there. He's got to zip downtown wherever he's living and start to coordinate everything that's necessary to protect the city and the people in it. I believe in the city is not these handful of people downtown in the city council, the ones that run the city anyway. They are not the only ones of the city. It's 200,000 plus people in Fort Wayne. They are the city. They're only the minor people that run the city. They have too much power over the money, and they've been spending money like crazy. And a lot of things that they've been doing, they just lose money. They had a shopping center they're gonna have downtown, tear down the buildings, and that was going to cost $1 million for the paperwork, and it never was developed. That was about 20 or so years ago. And so where's that blueprint for that mall they're talking about? Completely gutting a place is another one, and having a shopping mall inside that downtown on Clinton Street, and that didn't work out. We helped support a company that was having computers, and to make computers or something wasn't too clear about it. They only stayed here for a year. We spent $1 million on that, and we lost about $1 million on that too, so that wasn't too smart, I didn't think. And of course, at the airport, we had this Kitty Hawk, and that was a catastrophe. No one checked that very well, and we lost over 3 million, I believe. I'm not too sure, but I'm sure. But we had to pay for that building still, even though the building is not with making money at all. We had to still pay for the custodians, the heating, and all that. We're always coming out of our pocket, bleeding us dry. We just got to get some sparks going on. I'm very fundamental on helping people. I'm very charming, I hope. And I'm a good Episcopalian, and I believe in helping people, and I believe in talk. And I look people straight in the eye. I don't look on the side of them, and I don't talk technical talk. I talk common man talk.
What do you think is the biggest issue facing Fort Wayne right now?
It's always the number one, the J word, jobs. We need jobs. It'd be a small start with this Horton thing, like I said, but at least it's a start. We got to keep our people working because we got to pay for the tax basis, and we got a lot of things that's falling apart in our city, and we got a lot of work for them to do. But we got to learn where to get the money, but we have to start working on a profit idea, not for profit. We got to work for profit.
What does economic development mean to you?
To build for the future of some kind of a company that's going to stay, and also businesses. I like to do something with our three rivers that are coming together. They're great rivers, and we should have more like light resort there. And at the park, Headwaters Park, the second one with the upside down flying saucer, that they got that one, so you know which one I'm talking about. It looks like they have some kind of a port on the way in the back, and they never did anything with that. And also, before you even get to that side, there's tiers on the ground. It always seemed like they should be making that into like an amphitheater, but that wasn't even developed. A simple thing like an amphitheater, to have spontaneous plays, that never developed either. It's about as sensible as that strange fog in the summertime that they turn on. No one ever talked about that strange fog that have on both sides of the parks, the first one and the second one at Headwaters. It looks nice, but what's it for? And no one sees it. But that's how the city is. What's it for? So that's what I think about it.
Okay. You mentioned it a little bit. Talk to me again about your ideas for the Legacy Fort Wayne, the Light Lease Trust Fund money.
Well, of course, I believe in saving, but we got to remember what that money is. We sold part of our light lease. We sold part of it, and that's how we got the money. It's not suddenly it's a gift. It is not a gift. We paid for originally, that was City Light, and we sold part of it to Indiana, Michigan. It's just unfortunate we couldn't still improve our city utilities to make electricity instead of going to I&M and probably losing more and more money on that too. It's just too bad through the years we could do something with our own city light.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me a little bit about what you would hope to accomplish if you were elected as mayor.
To meet the people like they used to be, have spontaneous talk, and I don't really want to be behind these things called desks. I want to get out there and move around because I don't know what's being behind a desk except writing out my checks for my utilities at home. That's about the only way, or gift cards or whatever. I want to meet the people and have a spontaneous mind, not just Tuesday at 3 o'clock kind of a meeting. Just talk. They see me on the street, talk. That's what I'm here for. I'm your representative. I'm also your ambassador. If we ever go to our sister cities, I represent the city. That is the way it should be. It should be understandable. Plus, we should be talking to the city council and the mayors. They always want to be an independent, and that's just stupid because it's all basically in the same building. Why can't we just talk?
Okay. I'll give you a few minutes. If there's anything you want to talk about that maybe we didn't cover or I didn't ask about, if you'd like to talk about anything else.
I would think we should really slow down on Lincoln. We keep talking about Lincoln. How about what Fort Wayne contributed? How about Little Turtle? Let's get more information about our own history, not when our dear President Lincoln came, which he was a wonderful president, mind you, but he only came to Fort Wayne and had stayed there for about 2 hours, transferring to another train. That's all Mr. Lincoln ever did. But we have a lot of famous people here. Who was Hannah? I mean, suddenly, where's that coming from? Let's find why these names are these names. What's the name of these streets? Why do we get these names of these streets? Buchanan and all that. Why can't we get names and understand it? We should learn more about our city and where we're going, because you're living in it. It's yours. It's your property. It's your history. It's your blood. So let's get with it.
Okay. Anything else?
Can't think of anything right now.
Okay. Well, Terrence, we appreciate your time, and we wish you well in March. I did it again.
May the 3rd.
We wish you well on May the 3rd. Yes, I've done that several times, and wish you well.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you much.
Yep.